Sangena ke thina bekunene emakhaya emadolobheni aseComplasta khona nakuphi ke lapho ubukela khona SABC 1 Mzansi for sure. Sesifikile ke thina nehlelo lakho Yilungelo Lakho, it's your right. Uhlelo ke lolu kulethela indzaba letithinta wena ke neliphokethe lakho. This is our very first live show of the year in the year 2018. Kanti ke thina size halala mbukeli. Sethemba ukuthi lo mnyaka ukuphatheleke lokuhle kodwa. Khumbula ke mbukeli ukuthi ke nawe ungaba ingcenye lohlelo lwamhla. Ngithi ushaya lelicingo lapha ke e-studio enombolo lapha kumabona kuze wakho right now. Noma ke ubeke umbuto wakho. You can also send a comment via email or on our social media platforms. Asisive ukuthi indzaba yanamhla ke ithini. Well, it is a start of the schooling season, and many parents are scrambling to find places for their children in reputable primary schools. And many of these children have graduated from creches which have laid a foundation for them to cope with schooling. But depending on the creche that they choose, coping in school can be an uphill battle for some. But please note that some of the visuals in this insert can affect sensitive viewers.
Emnyakeni wanga 2016, bafundzi baka grade 4 balapha eNingizimu Afrika baba yingcenye yelicwaningo lolubitwa ngekuthi yi-Progress in International Reading Literacy Study. Lolu cwaningo belihlola amakhono abo ekufundza. Imiphumela ke yalolu cwaningo iphume kule nyanga leyengcile. Kanti ke ibonisa simo lesibucayi semfundo yalapha eNingizimu Afrika. Emaveni langu-50 laba yingcenye yalolu cwaningo, iSouth Africa yaphuma emsileni. Lolu cwaningo luphindze lwabonisa ukuthi bafundzi labangu-78% abakwati kufundza. Lokhu ke kusho ukuthi cishe bafundzi labangu-8 kulabangu-10 abakwati kufundza. Uyatibuta, uyatiphendvula ke ukuthi uma kunjena inkinga ikuphi. Bochwepheshe be-early childhood development bathi mhlawumbe indzaba isala emuva ecreche. Batali labanyenti abatikhatsati ngekutfola icreche letawucecesha kahle bantfwana babo ibalungiselele kuya esikolweni. Uma bacabanga icreche bacabanga nje ukuthi yindzawo yekubabysitter, kudlala noma kulala. Kepha ke make Victoria, thishela nhloko we-Christian creche lese-Roodepoort eJozi, uthi icreche ibaluleke kakhulu ekukhuleni kwemfana nasekumlungiseleleni ukuthi aye esikolweni.
For the child who go to grade 1, he or she is supposed to have pencil, crayon for their fine motor skills development. So if you know this child is not well developed, you will see through the handling of the pen, of the pencil, and you will see the way so you will know he's not ready.
Make Victoria uthi batali abangathathi indlela lula uma bafunela abantwana babo ema-creche ngoba lokhu kungaba nemthelela ekukhuleni nasekuthuthukeni kwemakhono ebantwana babo.
Is that creche registered? Are they teaching the kids teachings that are appropriate to their ages? Yes, these are the stuff that they need to look at. You can't just take the child to the creche because you are frustrated or maybe because you don't have enough money.
Lo mfana kubikwa ukuthi washaywa ecreche. Minyenti ke naleminye imbiko yekuhlukunyetwa kwebantfwana ema-crash. Princess Zwane ngumnikati we-Little Stars, i-crash lese-Kempton Park eJozi. Uthi uma umikisa umntwana akho e-crash lerejistiwe awubhataleli nje kuphela kukhula kahle nekuthuthukisa kwemakhono emntwana wakho.
Kumele ube nendawo eclean, esafe. Abothisha bakho kumele bahambe bayoyenza ama-name clearance, make sure ukuthi abakaze babe ney'nkinga zoku-abuser iy'ngane ezisakhula.
Lamanye bantfu bavula ema-crash ngoba batfunela imali lesheshako. Kepha umthetho awuvumelani nalokho.
Kubalulekile ukuthi ube qualified uma uzoba ne-crash, ube nolwazi ngoba ingane siyazifundisa, aziphekelwa umdoko zilaliswe, ziyafunda ziyakhula, siprepare ukuthi bakwazi ukuthi babe independent, bakwazi ukuyimela, bakwazi ukuthi mabaya esikoleni bayoqala ugrade 1 babe namalungelo, bazi ukuthi yini ekumele yenzeke uma besesikolweni.
Thando Ngqase usebenzela i-National Development Agency. Lena ke inhlangano lebukene ne-early childhood development lapha eNingizimu Afrika.
Generally, what you're buying from the crash, you're buying ukukhula kwingane yakho, ukukhula kahle komntana. Nokuthi makuphuma from an ECD center esikoleni, they are very ready for schooling. Right, I mean basic things. We want our children, when they go to school, at least they're able to count numbers 1 to 20. They're able to identify the numbers, not only count like your parrot counting 1, 2, 3, but they're able to identify the numbers and apply the numbers.
Uma baqeqesheke kahle bantfana ema-crash, nabafika ka grade 4, kulindeleke ukuthi bakwati kubhala, kufundza nekubala. Kepha njengoba lolucwaningo lubonisa ukuthi linyenti lebafundzi baka grade 4 lapha eNingizimu Afrika alikwati kufundza, kwenziwa njani ke ngalama crash langawenda umsebenzi wawo kahle?
There will come a time where social development will shut them down if they don't adhere to norms and standards of the ECD.
There will come a time, but what's happening currently?
Like I'm saying, currently is making sure that everybody gets registered.
Kwanyalo ke kusho ukuthi kusetandleni tebatali kuthi batihluphe bakhethe ema-crash lasemthethweni futhi lafundzisa lokungiko. Emva kweminyaka lengu-12 yekufundza, sonke silindzela imiphumela lemihle. Kepha konke loku kucala e-crash with little milestones that add up to big victories. Zinhle Dlamini Mugabe, Yilungelo Lakho.
Siyabonga lo mbiko lesihlanganiseleke nguzinhle Dlamini Mugabe, and now to help us discuss what considerations to make when getting your little one to a particular creche. Asasimukeleke make Thamo Mzobe lovela ke ku National Development Agency kanye ke namake Musambere yena ke uvela ke ku Department of Social Development. Makhosikazi sanibona nehlelo nisanimukela.
Sibona baba kunjani?
Siyaphila ninjani?
Siyaphila. Sibingelela nababule nababukeli.
Oh, amen. No, ndaqala ngayo make Musa. Yini ke umsebenzi welitiko le social development when it comes to tindzaba tema creche?
I-social development umsebenzi wabo ukuthi ba-register ama-crash. Basize nama-crash. Ama-crash were register in different categories. There's a bronze level, there's silver level, there's gold level. The first level is just basic to make sure that the place is safe for children.
Okay.
Safety comes first. Children must have indawo yokulala nendawo kuphekela kuyo. Akwazi ukuthi kuphekelwe kulo ndawo kuphinde ingane zilale kulo ndawo. And also there must be at least 2 exits kuleyo ndawo laba abantwana begcinwe khona. So that should there be a fire, makunomlilo bakwazi ukuthi bakwazi bakhipha abantwana abantu abasebenza nabantwana. Then a bronze level, it's another level. Now we look at deeper. Uthi batrainiwe labantu abafundisa ingane and space sanele for abantwana kunendawo zokudlala. And then they graduate, but we siyabanikeza isikhathi ukuthi sinikeza isikhathi esingaka ukuthi nikwazi ukulungisa lezi zinto. And finally sibasize ukuthi bakwazi ukuthi comply. Bakwazi ukuthi bathi meet ama requirements la funekayo. Mase be go level, they are meeting all the requirements.
Okay.
But we also fund them whilst they are all different levels, if they meet the minimum requirements. But logo kwenziwa at provincial level.
Okay.
Provinces, abantu beza kubo bezo apply to register ama crash. And then they are supposed to baphume bayobheka ukuthi le ndawo bafuna uku-applyela kuyo ikuphi, inabantwana abangaki, ine space esingakanani. Are they meeting the requirements in indaba ze-nutrition? We involve the health in indaba ze-nutrition.
So yini ke lama qualifications ukuthi ba qualify for funding?
Ama qualifications for funding ukuthi indawo abantwana safe. Abantu at least they must have some basic understanding ukuthi ingane ziphathwa kanjani. We can assist them ukuthi bathole training. The Department of what's the name, basic education. Banawo ama programs, the National Curriculum Framework, to train abantu. The NDA is also training abantu ababheka abantwana.
Okay. All right. So ngasichazela abantu ilitiko lakho lona ke yini umsebenzi walo ke indzaba litsinza ke matingulisa noma ama crash.
Umsebenzi ka NDA ukuya emphakathini baxoxisane bathole khona izidingo zokuthi badinga ama crash. Uma bedinga lawo ma crash bese ke siyaba hlomisa nanokuthi kufanele babe semthethweni. Ukuba semthethweni sibalekelela ukuthi ba register as non-profit organization ngaphambi kokuthi social development angenelele ngale registration uMambehe akhuluma ngayo.
Okay.
Ne registration in non-profit yenziwa ka social development kwenye iwing. So awukwazi ukuregister as a place of safety ungakabi nge NPO certificate.
Okay.
So ngesikhathi sino NPO certificate shuthu ke usuyi public entity abantwana bonke bengeza kuyinkulisa yakho. Siyayibheka inkulisa yakho ukuthi inama exit I2 kunama fire extinguisher akuphekelwa yini labantwana abahlala khona. Sixhumane no social development ukuze sazi ukuthi abantwana basendaweni ephephile. Kodwa kakhulukazi esikwenzayo thina ukugrant ama funds. Asikwazi ukugrant fund ungekho registered. Ukugrant okwe fund la sikunike khona an enabler ukuthi ukwazi utrainer o teacher, ukwazi ukuthi uthenge izinto zokufundisa abantwana, because ama learning material, chairs, all those things osukuzibona sezisenkulisa, it's part of grant funding. Nanokuthi ke siba hlomise ngokubaqeqesha ekutheni ziphatha kanjani imali, agcinwa kanjani amabhuku, iphathwa kanjani imhlangano.
Okay.
So kubalulekile kakhulu ukuthi kungabi ne crash umakhelwane nomakhelwane nomakhelwane. Ingakho sithi thina siye emphakathini bayokhulumisana ukuthi kule community noma kule ward asinawo ama crash kodwa ipopulation ingaka. Sincedisana kakhulu nomasipala ngoba ibona bagcina ama database epopulation ngomasipala per ward.
Okay.
So siyabona ukuthi kule ward kusho ukuthi makukule ward ingane zingaka sincedisane no social development kusho ukuthi singathola ama crash amangaka.
Okay.
Abakhona ke lawa abazamelayo amasente eceleni kodwa angekho emthethweni. Ubungozi balawo ukuthi umntwana makuthi uyalimala noma umntwana uthola i-food poisoning ukudla okungekho right, uma segula umnikazi wenkulisa lo ubhekana nengalo yomthetho. Kanti uma ngabe usuqeqeshiwe ukuthi ivulwa kanjani, sihamba nawe sikubambe ngesandla ukuthi uzofike kula gold nalo silver, sihamba nawe sikunika insiza through a grant funding.
So it does appear that in terms of regulation and in terms of grant funding, the Department of Social Development and the National Development Agency ngathi benda info yinye yini lo mehluko?
Kuyona into eyodwa ngoba social development uza ne service in terms of ama norms and standards.
Okay.
Thina sibhekelene ne grant funding, number 1, number 2 capacity.
Okay.
Mase kufanele baqeqeshe abakwazi ukungenelela ne service bengekho ready abantu ukuthi bamithe ama norms and standard e service. So singena kanjalo. 2, thina sibhekana ngqo ne civil society, ama civil society organization okuwukuthi ama-crash inkulisa ziyi-part of civil society organization. So kulelo hlelo bane-role yabo ya-Children's Act, sine-role yethu ya-NDA ye-Civil Society as NDA Act. So civil society siyabamobilize, sixoxisane, basho ama-needs abo, siba-facilitatele ukuthi niwathola kanjani abe-right, bane-act ye-NPO, bahambe bayo-register. Mase berejistile sibaqeqesha ukuthi kuphathwa kanjani imhlangano, sibaphindisele sebeyo-register ke nawo ukuthi usayi-bronze, usayi-what, but side by side, we are not overlapping. Sine-role yethu, bane-role yabo as social development.
Okay, I want to engage both of you on the issue of registered and unregistered crashes, but after the break, namhlanje mbukele-ke sikufundisa kabanti ngekubaluleka kwe-crash ekukhuleni nasekuthuthukeni ke kwemakhono emntwana wakho. Choose your crash wisely. Siyabuya ke mbukele sayitolo, ungasanyakati. Yilungelo Lakho, thank you so much for staying with us. Namhlanje sikhuluma ngendaba ke tinkulisa noma ke i-crash lengiyo lotayikhethela umntwana wakho. Let's take our first caller of the day. Sina Azola ulapha ke eMthatha. Sawubona sakumele hlelo Azola, sawubona.
Sawubona tata.
Ninjani mama?
Siyaphila njani?
Hayi siyaphila kakhulu ma. Talk to me. Khuluma nama.
Ukhuluma no Azola Phumla Dabula eMthatha.
Okay, what's on your mind mama?
Ngifuna ukubuza ukuthi ingaba abantu abafana bayafuneka na ekugcineni abantwana kwi-crash like North Crest eMthatha nakwezinye idolophu?
Come again mama?
Ingaba emails ziyafuneka na kwi-crash for ukugcina abantwana?
Oh, okay. All right. Siyabonga kakhulu ukushayela. Siyabonga kakhulu ukushayela mama. Siphinde sibe na T-Bus lapha ke eBoxburg. Sawubona ehlelweni, sawubona?
Yebo njani buti?
Siyaphila kunjani baba?
Siyaphila. Ngiyajabula ukuthi uqala lapho uraise indaba yokuthi basebenzisana nomasipala, but angijabuleli isebenzisana ngayo nomasipala because into ebalulekile ukuthi umasipala unikeze ngomhlabathi, especially endabeni informal settlement. Uzothola umuntu enze ane-crash i-garage yakhe, whereas to include abantu abana-4 years balaba ama-newborn endaweni eyi-1. So angeke u-expect ukuthi kube ne-education from there because laba abanye they are there ukuthi bagade, laba abanye they are there ukuthi bafunde. So I would advise ukuthi umasipala ubheke kahle le daba in department ukuthi banikeze ngendawo ukuthi abantwana bethu bazokhula bathole education e-right because angeke bekhona ukufunda ezinalabo abantwana abancane abagadwayo. Ngiyabonga.
Okay, Timas, siyabonga kakhulu ukusishayela. Ngilo Timas ke ulapha ke eBoxburg. Ladies, ngidacela ukuthi sikhulume ngendaba ya Azola yena kulapha eMthatha abekhuluma ngendaba yema-email angeva kahle ukuthi ima-email but nje ungamsida kulolu hlangothi.
Ngiyacabanga ukuthi abanye baye bebe nokusaba ukuthi mayingenayo i-email address akaqualify ukuthi anga-applyela for i-registration. Sifuna ukuqinisekisa ukuthi awuvinjwa i-email because ama-office aka-social development akhona yonke indawo. Ama-offices aka-NDA akhona kuwo wonke ama-province. So i-communication, i-email is part of ukulekelela kwi-communication. Kuyanceda uma enayo i-email makunama-documents njengokuthi nje ama-register abantwana lawa submithwa monthly. Mabe nama-email kuba lula uqambe uyafika u-social worker usethatha nje ama-documentation but i-correspondence isiye yahamba phambili but akumlimit ukuthi athelwe ama-services.
Okay, but since his line was not the clearest, I think abekhuluma ngema-mails. Ukuthi ema-mails ayafuneka yini? Men, yeah. Men ayafuneka yini ema-crash?
Oh, that's what I was confused. No, ayafuneka provided kwi-register yokuthi awakaze abe involved ekuphathweni kabi kwabantwana or ukuhlukumeza abantwana. Sinawo even kuma-winners ethu kwi-NDA ECD Awards where ama-males were doing exceptionally well. It's about passionate, it's about character and integrity and what passion onayo yabantwana. So as long as you fit in or you qualify in terms of a register, awukazi ube nama criminal offenses and all that, we are qualifier as males. It's just that bayabaleka abantu besilisa uma sekuziwa kubantwana, but bakhona abantu besilisa futhi abathanda abantwana kakhulu.
So basically, gender, it doesn't really matter when it comes to snege and when it comes to, you know, the love for children and the passion for it. Eh?
Yes, and also say encourage indaba yama-males ukuthi babe involved. You know, a lot of children, studies zenziwa ukuthi a lot of children are growing up without fathers.
Yeah.
So we are encouraged ukuthi abantu abangamadoda babe involved in nurturing and development of children.
Siphindze sibe naThimas ke yena kulapha eBoksburg abekhuluma nge-allocation of the premises, number one, and number two, nekuthi ke i-department ngasi yena ayiwendi umsebenzi wayo in terms of kuhlanganisa the different age groups of the children, like ama-newborns ahlanganiswa nema-4-year-olds. What does the department do about that?
Well, logo is part of the norms and standards bekhulunywa ngazo earlier. Abantwana kufuneka bahlukaniswe according to age cohorts, like ama-infants laba bangaka ilento angithi ngama-infants ake sithi nje baqale from 3 months ukuthi babheka abantwana up to 1 year, then thatha ama 1 year up to 18 months. 18 months or 18 months to 2 years. You know, kanjalo age cohorts, because ama milestones nama developmental stages abo, they are different, which means ukuthi noma belapha crash benze stimulation bebafundisa, it's not the same for different age groups.
So i-crash ingayitfola a license of a particular age group, or I can have multiple licenses for multiple age groups?
No, you get one license for complying with the norms and standards. According to your space, mountain space, ama infants, alale makotin, for instance, ama infants. Okay. Then you put them down with bakwazi, uklala, and crawl, you know, for stimulation. Right. Then once they are toddlers, we are keep amakot, sebelala, gulento, mattress. Ngoba manje sebeyahamba, they are moving around. The type of stimulation is different at that stage. Sebeyakwazi nokuyodlala phandle, benze outdoor activities. Now we are looking at different things like ukusebenziswa kwezandla, fine motor skills abo, are they well developed, cross motor, bayajumpa, you know, all of those things. Kanjalo as bekhula, it's different types of developmental milestones that you are checking, so that no mumntwana esalele move delayed, you can pick it up at that time.
And that will lead me to my next question, that of
to add on
you
that
can.
One is to say, we're training your teacher. That's where that is enhanced. If you get a passion yabantwana abama infants, I'll focus and specialize on such. So you'll find that you have diverse practitioners, not diverse teachers. Those who can keep up with the 4-year-olds, those who can keep up with the newborns. The passion yami differs from one teacher. So we make sure as NDA that our trainings that we offer caters for that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, a crash can make or break your child's future. Siyabuya ke mvakeli khefu mbukeli ungayinzawo. Welcome back. Now ke mbukeli ungaba ingcenye ke inkulumo yethu namhla ngikushayela licingo lapha e-studio noma ke usibhalele on our social media platforms. And speaking of calls, we've got a third caller for the day. Sina Phumeza ulapha ke eRobertsville. Sakumukela ehlelweni Phumeza, sawubona?
Mawlo bhuti nophumeza qobo lapha eRobertsville.
Kunjani mama?
Ndiyaphila bhuti.
Thetha nathi mama.
Mna bhuti into endikhathaza kakubi ilemba umntana akho xa umke umphathisile ekuseni siyekhesi ngathi singaqathela lonke le abatyelwa abantwana ngomem owabo umntana uthatha izikondlo ubuya elila oko baziphathele izikondlo nokubethwa kwabantwana ekheshi hayi bayabethwa namona. Ndide ndimceza umntana xa ndifuna esikolweni uyalipha akafuni uye esikolweni.
Okay, all right. Phumeza siyabonga kakhulu kusishayela. Phumeza ulapha ke eRosettenville khona la eJozi, siyabonga kakhulu. Let's take a look at Facebook messages that have been coming through this afternoon. Robert Bavinus Medana uthi, please stop backroom crèches, Soweto, RDP yards are not big enough, period. Teresho says, I know of kids in my area who just went straight to school without going to crèche. They're troublesome at school. They also bully teachers. Sakhumzi uthi thina bazali umntwana esemncane makafundiswa kwanto uthetha ufunda uma ecaleni kwakhe baye kuqala bafundisa isingisi kodwa ke akakalazi kwa elokobe ulwimi. Alright, before we get to those Facebook messages, asesiqale sikhulume ngequery yaphumeza ulapha eRosettenville. Ukhala ngithi abantwana ke bayashaywa. That is why umntwana sekagcine sekanyanya nje ngesikolweni.
Abantwana kufunekanga bashaywe, that is out of order. According to the law, abantwana kufuneka bashaywe. So kufuneka ba report. Abazali kufuneka ba report umntwana uma ngabe uyashaywa esikolweni. Because the law does not allow it.
Bangaba reporta kuphi ke?
Banga reporta kuma social workers in the area. Ngoba ma social workers offices nama local offices in my areas. Ukuthi then ama social worker ahamba yo investigate ukuthi kwenzekani and find out. And
So ikhona indlela iDepartment of Social Development yeku monitor ukuthi ema crash awelandzela imigomo nemithetho?
Yes, the local offices are supposed to do inspection in local, where you come there unannounced. Ufike uzo check ukuthi kwenzekani and just observe ukuthi kwenzekani. But the best people are my parents who can give them information so that bahambe bayo investigate. Otherwise, under normal circumstances, yes, so social development is supposed to pay visits.
So on what basis? How often per month, per year?
Well, to be quite honest, that has not been an area that is well attended to due to capacity because of other areas that are pulling them away from that.
Okay.
Mhlambe to add on that, ezinye izinto ezisincedayo ukureporta such cases ama early childhood development forums. La kufanele khona abazali bawazi ama contact numbers because bona vele bahlezi kwi community. So if you find ukuthi kune situation enjalo, it's best because the social worker mhlambe I load yakhe it's way far ukuthi iphinde yenze I return, but there are ECD forums eklaleni and there are municipalities as well because remember I-crèche follow within the IDP. So if we see now communication expanded, we have community development practitioners. It's not just the baby of a social worker pale. If we give community development practitioner, kufanele kungihlupho ukuthi khona umntwana ohlukumezekayo. And then mina as a practitioner, I must get into contact with the social development to facilitate. It's an issue of integrating our services.
Lo munye kumbukela ku Facebook ukhale ngendzaba ye language. Ukuthi indigenous languages awafundziswa kahle la etikolweni, in particular kuma crash, because now the assumption is if kufundziswa ngesingisi, then that's the way to go, isn't it?
Perception wise, that's what the perception is. Kodwa labo thisha bayile kuyi training bayazi ukubaluleka kwama languages wonke. Amanye ama crash ase no sign language laba se advance. So kubalulekile ukuthi umntwana umqala ngolimo alikhulumayo ekhaya, then as gradually umntwana eba comfortable, because we are building a resilience, we are building a confidence, we are developing the holistic human being. So the first identity of your holisticness is your language. So labo thisha bayile kuma training, I problem eningi qhamuka kulama crèches are informal, angekho registered, othisha bakhona banga trainiwe, where it's just an issue of being a child minder, ngizobheka umntana because ngemsebenzini. So nabazali kufanele babe involved. Monitor umntwana ukuthi akanaze ilonda, monitor umntwana akanayo diarrhea, monitor umntwana if withdrawn, so that mawuphika lezo zinto you stand up and phone. There are even calls that you can call kuma department ahlukene in terms of social development and NDA. Then we link with ama forums. These are the issues coming. It has to be community issues, not just departments, so that they can be equipped and empowered to deal with such issues.
So kulama crash langaka register, just how rampant are these?
They are quite rampant. Ama crash anga register because as previously stated ukuthi khona abantu abenza ama crash ngoba bezama ukuziphilisa indlela yabo yokuziphilisa, or maybe a retired teacher or ofuna uqhubeka enza something in the community, then bese qala I crash, or a retired nurse. But mushrooming of ama child ama ECD centers it's a problem. But what we are doing, we're working with a consortium, Ilifa Labantwana, to go now and check. We're going to have a database.
Why do you think about register? Is it because of logistical bottlenecks?
Abanye ukungazi, abanye is logistical bottlenecks. Uguti, you know, kufanele baqale ba register as a NPO. They must understand that. Number two, then they must register according to the Children's Act so that they meet our norms and standards. It's a process. And sometimes abantu, you know, they can't be bothered with that. I've raised children, so so I can just take care of abantwana. What is the big fuss?
Yeah. And the children get affected in the long run. Just as much as quality education is very, very important, safety is equally just as important. I mean, consider the safety of your child when choosing a creche. Sheshisa-ke usithinze embungele kungaze kuphele isikhathi-ke. Speaking of which, sinathabiso kulapha-ke e-PMB. Sakumukela ehlelweni Thabiso, sawubona?
Yebo Mthonishwa, ngikhona ngiyabona lapho uhlelo lu-interesting kakhulu.
Siyabonga kusibukela baba.
Yes. No, angibuze nje quickly lapho kwi-panel yakho, ngiyezwa nje izinto impela ezenziwayo ngama-crash, specifically indaba ye-technology. We are competing with our countries, global village, emhlabeni, and I believe they need to be on a very serious what called plans as far as or implementation as far as in those technology is concerned.
Okay.
And then we have an infrastructure yama-computer. Mhlambe nje mangaxoxa nje quickly. Kune research ngayithola South Korea, it was 2006, ingane as early as 3 years ngase ikwazi ukungenela even zingenele online as far as indaba yama-computer, all of that. And the penetration at that time South Korea was at 94% in terms of internet yakhona. But nje indaba kakhulu ukusebenzisa ama-computer yakubona lokho internet nje ilogo ama-plans abanawo nokusilukisha as far as that is concerned. Ilogo kakhulu.
Okay, you've raised a very valid point. Right, I would like to engage both of you on this. Ukhuluma ngendaba technology. How far are we?
Mangaqalisa nje, we are still very far in terms of mhlambe kufanele sihlukanise the well advanced early childhood development centers based on urban areas in area where they are located and the areas of deep rural areas, to say they cannot progress at the same time and we cannot measure them equally so.
Okay.
So it's important that in our interventions we gauge that, we measure that, because interventions are directed by the demand and the need. In Bizana, there was a pronouncement by the minister. There are 213 registered ECD. It's the first time that we'll start rolling out the kids' laptops, but we'll give 3 per center, the kiddies one.
Okay.
But we have to take a step back. Are the teachers ready? Have they been empowered? So we can't roll out before. So now it means we have to start with a program of empowering teachers,
first,
so that they'll be able to. We said 3 because normally maximum number of practitioners in an ECD, it's 5. You have your principal, you have your 3 practitioners, you have a cleaner or a cook. So those are the things which are basic. So we are engaging in that program, which we want to roll out in the entire country.
So at which age is a child fully developed enough for them to start using my laptops, the kiddies' laptops, that is?
I'm glad he made the Asian example, to say those kids are faster than other kids.
True.
And I think in the way in which they categorize them, those who are good in planting and all that, that's what they focus on. If they are good in art and all that, they don't take them through writing and all that. they identify the skill of a child at a very early stage and they focus on that. Having said that, kubalulekile ukuthi sazi ukuthi umntwana at the age of 3 momnike cell phone wavula ama games. Uzowadlala kube ngathi uke wamfundisa. They explore themselves at 3, 4 other things where now you learn from the 4-year-old.
That's true, yeah.
So you allow them in those laptops, they play, they figure around, then you guide here and there, but they are kids' laptops.
Okay.
Yes. So 3 years, 4 years, they play around and then you can have some games, the guide, the instruction, they follow instruction. Unfortunately, in the language, that's where it comes in, because those laptops, they communicate in English.
Right.
So that's where we need to draw a line between the deep rural areas if we are ready to take the technology to them.
Okay.
Yes.
I know this debate or this issue has aroused so much interest. So many parents are watching right now. So, what are the considerations to make insofar as searching for the right crash for umntwana wabo?
Kufuneka mabefika, you see, i-crash registered, i-registration certificates, ibekwa lapha on the wall. As you come into the crash, assure you so many children are qualified to be in this crash and igule category. So if it's registered, then at least that gives you comfort to is complying in terms of our norms and standards.
Okay.
Then you can ask questions as a parent. You know, and you walk around, you see the place.
And be satisfied.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you have a right to ask questions.
Yeah. And insofar as fees are concerned, regulator fees, can crash owners charge whatever fees they want?
It depends whether they are private or subsidized by government. Subsidized by government.
Let's talk about both private and those subsidized by
private, my parents, it's mostly these that are in the urban areas and mostly in the middle class areas where parents keep imali, and you charge as a private provider, but you have to be registered. The law says wherever you're taking care of another child, you must be registered.
So Hulmende we are regulated the private institutions or the private creches?
Yes, because they have to meet the norms and standards. Otherwise, if a child gets hurt there and they're not registered, it's a big issue because no one is keeping an eye with are they complying or not.
Okay. So if a crash is just too expensive, can I run to you, can I report that crash to government?
Well, you can. But that can be investigated in terms of on what basis are they private? Are they registered? Are they complying in terms of the norms and standards? And then Nabangit was defend with in an area where water costs so much, rates cost so much, and all of those things.
All right, I want us to continue with that discussion. It's getting more interesting now. Let's now take our final commercial break. We'll be back after this. Sesaliphetha ke lehlelo lethu namhla kepha ke mhlawumbe kukhona ke lokuncanyana singaqosha ke mbukelisi asesiyeke eRustenburg kuna France ke sakumola ehlelweni France awubona
Hello kunjani baba
Siyaphila kunjani baba
Khona mina ingaja la ngiyakhe crash enkulu yabo manje ngikhona abafuna ungisiza labantu lawa baseRustenburg ukuthi ngayida kanjani ukuthi bana ubani yabo
bobani bangifuna ukusita baba
la kuphuma la kulokudana emasipaleni ngaya kula ema-social worker bathi abanasikhathi bathi ama-crash akuhlungise kunjani
yini le nkinga lonayo lofuna ukuthi bakuside ngayo
befuna ukuthi bangisise ukuthi ngiyazi ukuvula i-crash yabo
okay
ngoba ngiyakhe into enkulu 58 square meter yabo manje kunamakamera abantwana akulala
So when we are qualifying lokuvula le crash, like do you meet the norms and the standards?
Yeah, ngikhathi omunye mama ona ma qualification. Yeah, so bavela bathi akafana ukudilula crash ngoba ama crash aklu.
Okay, siyabonga kakhulu Franz. Maybe takusita kulelo hlangothi. All right, let's now take a look at the final batch of the Facebook messages that have been coming through. Murobi says, my question is, if I want to have a crash, which course that is needed? Slice Ngubozengwe uthi ngicela ubuza mina kumama uMbehe ndingenza kanjani ukuze ndizivulele icrash ngoba ndingubaba othanda abantwana and I have a passion to help my community and kids, but where I'm staying there is no improvement whatsoever, so what must I do? And I want to do a course of social work, please help me. My name is Siyabonga Ngubozengwe. Nathandeka uthi yena ke sicela ke uhulumeni ake angenele nasekukhokhelweni kothisha bama-crash bathwala kanzima kabantu bese kuthi sekumele bahole abaphathi bama-crash babatshela ukuthi bangama-volunteer. Right. Okay, Mambere sicela ukuthi uyi-addresse le.
Le yama yokuthi ufuna uqala i-crash.
Yeah, like i-qualification angenza kanjani?
Yes. Uvula i-crash in fact, lo onikeza inamba ngingayithatha, then we can try and help him.
Okay.
Through the local office where he is.
Okay.
We can do that.
Okay.
So that based on tata step by step, ukuthi fanele enze njani. Because my qualifications for the national qualifications framework, NQF level 4, at least they must have NQF level 4.
Okay.
Abanye baku 1, baya assess ukuthi baku yipi level. Wabanye they have experience from prior learning, and then baba assess with level, then baba tateke through the training.
Lomunye kumbukele ke la ku Facebook is suggesting ukuthi government should come in insofar as remuneration of botishela base crash, because labanye bafundisa bebese the crash owners babatshela ukuthi bama volunteer. That's not fair.
Yes, that is another issue we're working on through our HR in the Department of Labor and the Department of Basic Education.
Okay, so how soon can we expect the verdict?
I really can't give you that because
it's a long process.
It's a long process because they have to look at the level of training. You know, we're trying to professionalize early childhood development provision, so that are remunerated at the level of their qualification.
Na France ngena ke lapha eRustenburg bekhala ukuthi yena kufuna ukuvula icrash kepha nje bamendela pass masipala nakahulumende. Yini into lengayenza yena?
Sizoshiya inamba zethu social development no national development agency.
Okay.
So that for further discussion and nama visits and support abayidingayo, there are offices all over the provinces.
Okay.
Mhlambe simpiwe one need to mention ukuthi kulaba abasema urban areas where they are complaining about high rates in terms of water, electricity. Kubalulekile ukuthi once usuna certificate sakhe as an NPO, you must go to SARS to apply for a status of being a public benefiting organization. So it means now this distinguishes you from umuntu ne garage, because when now you are recognized by SARS that you are benefiting the public, not just so.
Does that give me the leeway to charge whatever amount I want to charge?
Remember, there is private ones, as Mambe has said earlier. There are these public ones. If you're a private one, you can ask as much as your quality of your service is. Okay. And we don't have much to say, because you can see that comparing this child to that one, you can obviously see the quality of the outcome as per child. But that public benefiting status, it gives even private sectors that wants to assist you and donate to you. Okay. They get some tax flexibility in terms of. So
unfortunately, we haven't got much time. Yes. Mambehe, your final words.
My final word.
And the words of advice and tips, perhaps.
Yes, ukuthi abazali must get involved, and but find out indaba ye crash. Umuntu angahambi nje ayobeka umntwana with anybody. Number one, labo bantu fanele ngabe bascreeniwe according to the Children's Act, as previously stated ukuthi abazange bahlukumeza abantwana bana criminal record. Because that affects.
Makhelwane unelithando lebantwana shothi utangiphathela kahle umntwana. Makhosikazi siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi kuhlanganyela nasi. We really appreciate your time this afternoon. We hope the information shared today will help you make informed decisions. And remember, early childhood development impacts on the kind of adult that your child will be. And I would like to extend my thanks to our guests for their time and sharing their valuable insights. I would also like to thank you, Mbugele, for joining us. Join us again next week, Monday at 12 p.m. on the dot for yet another live consumer affairs show. And remember, our shows repeat every Thursday from 10 p.m. right here on SABC 1. From myself, Simpio Ngwane, and the rest of the team, thank you for watching and goodbye. Kumganwa